Hey, what up, Street Talks? Eric from the Eric blog. So, I want to share with you some thoughts about, like some empowering kind of stoic thoughts. So, the basic notion is this: blessing in disguise. Treat it like a blessing in disguise. So, it's kind of I think this is actually one of the American sayings I actually quite like. Is that think of it as a blessing in disguise, and it takes a certain amount of intellectual courage or strength to think in this way. So for example, the world is chaotic and then oftentimes shitty things happen. And I don't believe that everything happens for a reason, because I don't believe in no predestined or predetermined fate of the universe or your life, whatever. It's more like, shitty things happen to you. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. There's actually this, the rapper Atmosphere. I actually really like this quote. Is like, when life gives you lemons, paint that shit gold. So I just kind of like that, is that actually difficulty, challenge, bad shit that happens to you is actually a unique opportunity for you to flex, become stronger, and deal with the adversity in a virtuous, strong way. So, even like right now with all the chaos, blah blah. Thinking about like, okay, this is a shitty thing that happened, but could it be a blessing in disguise? And now I actually do think that to complain and to moan and to kind of blame the world or society or whatever's, essentially, it's a sign of a weak mind and a weak character. I think it actually takes a lot more strength to go big, go hard, and to think, okay, this shitty thing happened to me, but how am I gonna extract the fullest maximum out of this in a way that's personally beneficial to me? So blessing in disguise, right? So, this whole like coronavirus thing is happening, which is kind of hilarious. And I think it's gonna be a net sum positive to society and the world rather than negative. For example, most people, this actually might give people an incentive to start innovating new digital technologies for doing more like remote work. I've always been a big fan of like working from home. And so, So I think it's actually a really unique opportunity that more people could start working from home, not to be having to commute to work, because I think a lot of that is BS. So actually, even for myself, one of my life goals was, I really, when I first had my job out of college, I'm like, what do I have to show up to office? This is stupid. I wish I could just, chill at home and work from my own house and I have more privacy. And so actually, if I still had a 9-to-5 job, I think that'd be awesome, because that would actually give me a unique opportunity to work from home, focus on my own side projects, and build up your side hustle, whatever. And so, I think we should milk this as good as we can. The problem is that people tend to see the negative side of things, and once again, it's like you're at the gym to do. It's like, imagine you had a 5-pound dumbbell and you just keep lifting it. It's so easy. It's more fun to go for the 1 rep max attempts where you're just trying an insanely higher weight. And so anytime something bad in life happens to you, think about how you could kind of exploit it for fun, profit, or to your own personal benefit. Because actually, often disorder, chaos, whatever, could be a good sign. So even right now, because the world's economy is kind of like going crazy again, might actually be a good time for crypto again, because if people is not able to travel or go whatever, digital technologies like, digital money, seems like it actually might be a good strategy. Or more like digital learning, e-learning, blah blah. I think this is gonna be a good thing for society. And actually, just like my basic thought too, is that the cool thing with So I think the cool thing with Corona is that actually, contrary to popular belief, Hello. I think the world has actually become a little bit like, you know, everyone's helping each other out. Staying dry out there? Yeah. Oh, thank you. Right. So, yeah, I see this as a huge benefit because I actually think the way I see it right now, it's essentially the world versus Corona. So the virus is the enemy, and all humanity is on the same team. So even it's kind of nice because, like, you know, all governments are, you know, I think are actually working together for some sort of universal solution because it's humanity, the survival of humanity versus the virus. So, you know, I think that's a good thing. And so once again, in life, it's so basic to just be able to complain or be in fear. But I would actually rather say just, you know, disconnect yourself from the media, don't read none of that nonsense, and rather just kind of like think to yourself, how can I exploit this bad situation for my personal benefit? And often knowing that what's bad for us could actually be the most good for us.